plane still no chance.
Yeah, that's gonna happen like that sometimes.
Yeah.
But here's the thing. I mean, like he gets a, he's still not. I mean, the problem is that if he loses the Perceptor out of combat, it's gonna be really, really hard for him.
Right.
So I don't even know if he can afford to let that happen. But we have Javelin, Piece of Tyranny, Mounted Missiles, and Fight for Position. Have a good one, guys. All right, so here we go. Getting ready to roll off.
Yeah, and I just parked, so like I just got to rush in the house and just make sure Jazz isn't talking crazy at her neck, and then we're good.
Oh, that's cool. That's cool. We can. It looks like looks like the camera's gonna start us off. So this is, in my opinion, it's not really great for Chuck. I think he wants to be the one that goes first, just to get a little head on flips with Perceptor to try and pull himself out from already being behind. So it's that. I think it's definitely worse that he's the one that's starting second here.
Yeah, you definitely want to get damage on that plane. That's like the name of the game, because that's the one that hits harder. So.
All right, so we got the plane going in. I imagine the plane's just going to hit Perceptor, I'd imagine. That's a lot of glare there, so I can't exactly see. It's 4 or 5.
I feel like he should. Well, I guess he could still sacrifice the Fangry, so never mind. I was going to say maybe he should go plane into his plane still, since the plane, like I said, hits the hardest. But
yeah, I think the difference here is, like, since he doesn't have the Sky Shadow, it's not like you're gonna like go into the plane and then like try and steal a Sky Shadow combination. That's not really gonna happen. Like, he's gonna get that attack no matter what.
My bad. I got the who went first mixed up. That was my bad.
Yeah, no problem.
I hear you.
There's that beautifully flipped Perceptor. I love it. The more I keep seeing it, the more I'm jealous of people that have it and I don't.
I know. Still waiting on mine.
All right, so plane comes in with a grenade launcher here. That looks like 8, 10. Yeah, it looks like 10. So it should get in for 8 damage here.
Seems good.
Well, not bad. With a grenade launcher, he probably would have wanted more, but
Yeah.
Oh, actually 9. Oh, he just missed. Sheesh. Be interesting to see if he can find something to help him.
Yeah.
He has the orange black, so he has like the mag rays and the precision fires. He definitely has options.
Right.
Hey Scott, you're in chat. Can you do me a favor? Can you share the post that I made? Thanks a lot, buddy. All right, so Steph, we got Cameron here. He's in the tank a little bit. He's got the bull. He's got a full turn now, so he can definitely put some more damage on this Perceptor. And we saw in the top 4 that Christian was able to KO a Perceptor before it attacked. So, we got a Piece of Tyranny. So now we got some serious stuff going on, because if he's gonna bolt the Perceptor, he's gonna put him at 8.
That's gonna put Perceptor at what? 5,
8.
Right?
It'll be 8.
5 damage on him.
It'll be
8, okay.
Yeah. So then he might be able to KO the plane, and then he might be able to kill the Perceptor. Like with a strong attack.
I don't know. Cause I don't know if Horrible can kill Perceptor, because
it depends how many.
It's the Grax head, right?
Yeah, it depends.
The Grax head. So.
Is it Grax? I thought it was Briscoe. I think it has to be Briscoe.
Or Briscoe. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Okay, so he has a little over half the health, and he only has one defense. So I take that back. There is a potential, but
right. So like if he has like the black upgrade here to follow up, and then he has like a good turn next turn
for burn,
it's very possible.
Absolutely. Yeah, that's very true. So I take that back.
That spot is so bad. I can't ever see it. Cameron's going to have to move some lighting around for next event. All right, so we did get the black upgrade. I can't see because of the glare. I think it's probably a fusion bore.
Yeah, I think it's fusion bore. It looks like it.
So yeah, so this Perceptor is already on 10 damage. So that can definitely be KO'd next turn. But he has to get the KO here. He's going to have 11 attack. So there's a good shot he's going to KO this plane.
Yeah. Is there a way, or does it really matter? Up top, you still have Gypsy and Cameron. Is there a way you could switch?
Crap. Yeah, of course there is. I didn't even notice. No one else. Look at that.
Nope, all good. Okay, so we got a pretty good swing here. It's about 5, 13, 15. And actually, yeah, he did it too. So that was actually a really good piece of turning. That paid off well. And the fact that the Sky Shadow has 10 damage on it but it probably won't die in one hit. Not even to Fangry's Bull 3 attack. Like unless like Will has some serious firepower in his hand.
Yeah,
so
I mean, yeah, this is like this is just insane.
Yeah,
this is like the sheer power of. Oh, actually, so it was an RR blade that he put on there.
Yep. Sky Shadow is the reason why I can't wait for rotation now. I didn't care about Piece of Tyranny because I could play around it well enough. But when you can piece through Tyranny 2 layers of this deck, no, 3 layers, because I've actually pieced my Preceptor before and ended up winning because you can, like when you have so many layers to like piece your guys because they just turn into something else.
All right, so there's 2 damage. He just plays Precision Fire. So there's 2 damage. Yeah, so there's 2 damage again to the Preceptor. So that's going to put him to 12. Right. I don't think there's any chance that this Preceptor is going to get to attack, or even flip more than once, which is just
that's something to note.
Brutal.
He had to call body mode, so something that's kind of relevant is Sky Shadow and Horrible should both be taking damage.
Yeah, he's figuring that out.
Okay,
I'll mention Sky Shadow also takes that 1 damage from the Precision Fire. Thank you. Yeah. So like, let's see. Is this a Javelin? I think. Yeah. So he is gonna have 6 attack. I don't think this Preceptor is gonna live.
Yeah. And at this point, it's not about how cool your deck is. It's all about a numbers game at the end of the day. And if you look at Cam's number game versus
6 Pierce 2.
Yeah.
That's
dead. Going to
see you later. Sweet game.
And especially if one of his characters can't clap back and like kill one of his bots, then he's definitely just in trouble. Will is, unfortunately.
Jake, there is a bit of a sick, cruel joke there, but yes, you're right.
So what he actually needs to do here is Fangry needs to try and KO the Horrible now, because Fangry will get the Bull too because he is 7 stars and the Horrible is at 9 stars right now. So he needs to have a pretty significant attack here, try and KO the Horrible, and what'll happen is the Grax head will pop off, and Grax should not kill the Fangry.
Yeah.
So kind of quote unquote trap the Sky Shadow from attacking for a second.
Yeah,
but
it's a lot to ask for.
He gets 2 attacks here. It is.
I mean, honestly, even if you can KO the Sky Shadow, I think you want to maybe do that as well. Because you only have to do 9 to the Sky Shadow, where you have to do 12 to the Bull. So...
I mean, 12 with 1 defense. I mean, well, I guess Cam doesn't play any blues. Every time I look at Sky Shadow, I think of, like, Nick's list, because I'm playing Nick's list. But I guess it should be all... I'm assuming Cam's deck has no blues.
4, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah, so he didn't get there. I think he missed by 1 or 2 here.
So he's going to have to send the Briscoe attack in as well.
Right, so, yeah, he missed by 1. Yeah, that was just unfortunate. So he'll send the Briscoe will finish him off, and then I'll have the Ominous, and the Ominous will likely trade back on the Briscoe, and then they'll get to reset. But it's still a pretty, hard thing to get by.
Absolutely.
Yeah, so that looks good enough. I wonder... I can't tell. I wonder... He might have spaced... He might have... I think he played the Viper position on the Briscoe instead of trying to go all in on the Fangry attack, which I guess that ended up costing him because he didn't get to KO the character. So yeah, so if he just goes in with all in on the Fangry, the Ominous has to swing into the Fangry, and then he would get another turn with Briscoe actually there. So that might have punished him a little bit.
Yeah. So looking at his board state, Ominous should attack Briscoe next turn, right?
Yeah, I mean, I imagine that's what happens here.
Yeah.
I mean, especially because all he has to do is flip his Horrible and move a damage to the Briscoe, and then like it's just a guaranteed KO.
Right.
Yeah, so like here, all he has to do is just flip my Bull, deal a damage to your Ominous, which he probably doesn't even have to be honest. Like it's possible that he misses, but it's unlikely. But that's what he does. And he would.
Yeah, I'm about to say that's one of those better safe than sorry situations.
Right. Yeah, it's at this point there's no reason to like go back on it. Like you want to secure the game here, and that's the best shot you have at locking it up.
Because Horrible could just pick it off next turn, but the problem is Briscoe can get a chance to kill the
the Ominous. Right.
Yeah, so
you don't want to give up that position. Mm-mm. And like I said, now this Fangry is here, and there's a good chance the Fangry honestly probably should. I don't know unless he has like a grenade launcher and another good card.
Yeah, like supercharge or something.
But
yep.
with the hold the line down, because that's the only secret action that Cameron plays. So yeah, he just he messes up on the wedge there. He thought he would draw a card, but it just heals one, but he doesn't have any damage on him. All right, so he has enhanced power cell. But yeah, I think here you just have to take out Ominous. I don't think you should even go into the bull.
You're gonna have to. Yeah, you're gonna have to. Unfortunately, and Bull's like strong suit is not attacking. So
right. So like it's not that bad if that's what you do. And you just like take out the Ominous, which is what he did. That's good. So like now we have 1 damage on a bull against, a very healthy Fangry. So this, he still actually has a pretty good shot in this game, which is pretty impressive after that really nice PTT.
Now does Cam play any? Not Cam. I'm sorry. Does Will play any blues?
Yes, he has about 4 or 5 spot blues.
Okay, because that could matter, to help like.
Yeah, because he definitely has like Scoundrel's Blasters and Hostilities and stuff like that. So he has like a couple spots.
Okay.
I believe it's 4 or 5.
Okay.
So he has his bull has 8 attack to start. So that's definitely not bad. Yeah, that's a good position
with that,
for him.
Sturdy Javelin, that does help a lot.
He has the mounted missiles on him as well.
Right.
Love you. Say bye-bye.
And yeah, now Cameron's in the tank. He's like, what do I do? All right, so we get to Bashing Shield. So he's a little more defensive as well.
Yeah, that always helps. That extra 1 will come into play.
Yeah, and this is part of Cameron's deck is that he doesn't have any real way in the main deck to come back once he's down cards. When he gets to a 10 attack there, so it's that's a nice attack out of a horrible, but he didn't have a black card to play. He got to deal 8 damage though, so that's a pretty strong. So it's gonna depend on what Chuck has here to maybe combat this.
I wonder if that Fangry will be able to survive another hit. Probably not. You said 8, so it's at 6 left because of the enhanced power.
Yeah, but I mean he has 8 base attack on the horrible.
Yeah, he's a lot. Yeah.
But here's the grenade launcher, right? So like he has a grenade launcher, so this is gonna be a big hit.
Unfortunately, nothing else but grenades. So he might. I don't know. He might get there. We'll see how his flips are.
So that's 4,
There's an improvised shield,
8, 9, 10, 11. I'm not sure if he has to flip anymore or not.
Well, 11 minus 3 is 8, so that's unfortunately not even near enough. He's going to put the horrible at 9.
Yeah. I'm trying to think. It's 2 for the regular, 3 for the ball. I think he has 2 more to go though. Yeah. So he gets. So he ends up getting 2 more out of that. So it's a pretty good swing.
Is that a precision fire? Is that 2?
Yeah, so precision fire and
13.
Yeah, I believe it's 13. So he got him to 12. So.
Oh, that's interesting. So now, I mean,
like the parse.
That's not an enhanced power cell, so he might.
No.
He can only play 1 black card and still survive, and then he has to flip horrible to move that damage over.
Right.
So, or he could just flip and just move the damage over now and just have 3 extra health. So there's 2 options. But then you need to make sure you try to KO the Fangry, so that's your goal this turn. You really don't want to let Fangry be able to swing again.
Yeah.
So,
I mean, unless he flips like 0 oranges, I think he gets him almost no matter what. I mean, obviously he can flip a couple blues, but so what do we got? So we got all right. That's actually really good. He replaces for Escape Castle, so he gets a deal damage, and now when his character goes,
oh man,
he's still gonna have a loaded up Grax.
Yeah, that's nice.
So move damage, I think. Yeah, so that puts him to 10. So there's a really good shot that he gets him here.
Right.
So 3, 7 to start. Then we go to 8, 9, 10, 11. Yeah, so he's definitely gonna get him.
Yeah.
I feel like his only shot here is a Kamian Crash, but that doesn't work because he had to KO his own Parsect. So yeah, all right, they're scooping it up. So that's the game on that one.
Well, that's unfortunate. I'm trying to think what the I guess the Feast of Tyranny turn just kind of solved that entire thing. There's really not much else to say, but because that's what sped the game along so fast.
Yeah, I mean the Feast of Tyranny just basically it erased 3 turns.
Right. Yeah.
Like 1 of his own and then 2 of Chuck. So. So that actually came pretty close. Even though,
despite that, right? Because
I mean,
imagine without the piece of tyranny. That's interesting.
Right. I mean, that piece of tyranny was insane. So, like, you couldn't have really done a better. Like, the idea that he dealt 15 damage to that Perceptor out, like, before it could ever even flip again. That's pretty insane.
That's very scary. Yeah. So I'm hoping Chuck is going first here, and what he needs to absolutely do is send his plane into Cam's plane to entice Cam not to send his plane back. Because if he does, Fangry can probably just kill the plane on his second turn, and then essentially steal an attack because the tank never gets to attack. So that's usually the play against this deck. You never worry about the third character. You need to try to kind of deal with Sky Shadow head on early game.
Right.
I don't say never, but at this current stage, I've learned that it's attack plane. Simple as that.
Oh, we're getting judge called. Give me a second.
Oh, okay.
All right.
All right, so no siding here.
Yeah. You guys are good to start game 2. Good luck, guys. Okay, so the plane, so he decided to go second there.
Which I think he definitely should be going first, especially to get his percent. I wonder, I'm going to have to ask them during the post-match, what is their thought process when they're going second? I want to see what they say before I say my piece.
Yeah, I mean,
I'm so curious.
For me, going first as Perceptor, especially when you're down an attacker, is way more important, because you just saw what just happened. Like, he went second and his Perceptor never even got to flip.
Right.
Like, that doesn't happen if he goes first. All right, so here goes the plane again. That is, oh, that's enough that time. That's 10, 11, 12. That should KO the plane here. Yeah, nice. he already knows it.
Yeah.
Don't forget to flip for defense, regardless. Unless you did, I might have missed it. Okay. I didn't want. He knew he was KO'd, so he just was like, "Oh, I'm done," but he had to make sure he flipped.
Right.
So yeah, so there you go. That's a much different start.
Absolutely. So, Piece of Tyranny will not be nearly as powerful now.
Right.
At all this game. Not I won't say at all this game, but right now.
Right.
Like,
a little bit more fair.
Yeah.
So there's a Magray. I mean, he still might KO this Perceptor out of combat. I mean, that's already putting the Perceptor to 10 probably. Like, that's insane.
That is kind of crazy.
Like, Chuck is almost going to be forced to attack with his Perceptor in alt mode, just to not lose the attack.
Mm-hmm.
Because, I mean, he's effectively like a Kamian crash away from death.
Yeah. Was that, that's 11?
Yeah.
Is that 11?
Yeah.
Oh my god. That's crazy.
It had the original attack, which was for 4, and then it had the bolt, which is the 7, and there was another 3, 4. I mean, just so much damage.
So we got a mounted missiles, I'm assuming, in the utility slot.
Yep. So that's 10, 11, 12. 12. Pierce a lot. Like 8.
Yeah. So does he get there?
That's a dead plane.
There's already one.
Yeah, it's a dead plane.
Damn. Plane stood no chance.
Yeah, that's gonna happen like that sometimes.
Yeah.
But here's the thing. I mean, like, he gets a, he's still not. I mean, the problem is that if he loses the Perceptor out of combat, it's gonna be really, really hard for him.
Right.
So I don't even know if he can afford to let that happen. We have Javelin, Piece of Tyranny, Mounted Missiles, and Fight for Precision. But like I said, I still think, like, maybe you can take Piece of Tyranny and try and live with that idea, but it's probably not a great idea.
Yeah, I don't know about that. Not at this point.
But you might. I think you have to attack your Perceptor here. I really do.
That seems so unfortunate. Unless he has if he has a enhanced power cell, maybe not. But
right,
I don't even know if that's his game plan. But
I guess if he had a way to up the defense, I can buy into that. But
yeah. Man, I really wish he was playing a Hollow Matter.
In the main deck, that's tough for an aggressive deck at least to kind of go for that, but I don't know. It's tough all around because, like I said, the fact he's already at 11, like it's so easy for Cameron to just find a way to KO him out of combat. I mean, it's not as easy because he doesn't have the extra flip back of the next turn, so that could be the saving grace. Like it would have to be. It'd have to be Camien Crash and an upgrade for him to be able to KO it out of combat. So, since he doesn't have the move, he has a little more leeway. But what did he do there? Did he go 4-0? I missed that. I can't see that die either.
I think it was 4-0 because
he just knows that like his guy's gonna die, you know. Like, may as well just give it to him. So we get Fusion Bore. So that's 7 attack to start and a fight position. Yeah, this is gonna be a pretty nice attack.
Yeah, this should do it.
Yeah,
and this will actually, if he KOs here, it'll be really good for Chuck here because it'll make the score 3-2.
Right.
Or excuse me, 3 to 4 characters, and the Ominous should not be able to KO the Fangry, but we're still
7,
we have an eye on that horrible
8, 9, 10, 11,
damage to the Perceptor.
12, 13, 14 maybe. It's either 13 or 14, which either way it's enough.
5, 9, yeah.
It's a pretty penny, that's for sure.
Yep.
I wonder if he'll take this Noble's Blaster there.
I probably should to get a decent attack, especially because the Perceptor has no cards under him.
Okay, so he actually went the Bashing Shield. Well, now, I don't actually hate that because Cameron runs 2 increased durabilities in the deck, so that Bashing Shield's not a bad call whatsoever.
That has a lot of value. Yep,
yeah.
Absolutely. Mm-hmm.
All right, so let's see if he has the Camien Crash, because if he does, it's going to hurt. All right, so he has Precision Fire, which it looks like he's going to name Alt Mode. That makes sense. Going to get 2 damage there.
And that's so much value because they're both in Alt Mode.
Hey, Cameron, can you slide your guys back towards you so we can see your dice? That's all. I just can't see. Yeah, there you go. Thank you. Now I can see your damage totals. That's all. Scott, if that's what you meant earlier, I'm sorry. I just realized it. All right, so that's a grenade launcher. That's a pretty nice.
That's a beefy Ominous.
Yeah, that's probably going to be like 6 Pierce 6 probably. It's close to that.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry, it's not quite. So he gets the Pierce 5, but it's still a nice attack. It's still what 6, 8. So 8 Pierce 5.
Yeah, that was definitely respectable.
Yeah. But he lives, so that's a big deal.
Well, I was about to say that matters, and then like, well, what is that Perceptor? Perceptor's at 13 now.
Yeah. So
that's super scary.
There's a very good shot that like he KOs him out of combat.
So KO out of combat. Okay, so what's nice about this, looking a couple turns ahead, Chuck's actually ahead here because he can kill the Ominous, and it's gonna be just horrible versus both of these characters. So even if horrible kills the Perceptor outside of battle, which he probably will, the horrible still needs to try to kill that Fangry, and if he doesn't, I think the game is definitely over right there.
Well, to be honest, this is actually a potential piece to tyranny turn.
For who?
For Chuck. I mean, all right. So the enhanced power cell helps a lot, but there's a good chance that if he had piece to tyranny, he could just piece his Fangry and then.
Well,
KO
he should have
Ominous.
Remember, because he went 4-0. So.
Well, but he took the pile. He took the attack.
Oh, he took the attack.
Yes,
oh,
he didn't take the cards.
Okay. I thought he took the cards. My bad.
Yeah.
Oh, that's why you said you couldn't see his dice earlier. That makes sense.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it looked like he took the pile. But it doesn't look like it's a 4. It might have been a 3-1 because I can see the 4 on the side there. So I'm actually not sure what the pile is.
Okay.
But I can see the 4 facing me, so it's whatever. Hold on, let's see. It might have been a 2.
Okay,
actually,
enhanced power cell. This is what I was talking about earlier. Enhanced power cell actually leaves him out of range to just die to the right damage. So Chuck is like in a really good position to take this game because he has a numbers game. He has 4 characters to Cameron's 2 right now. So even if he kills the Perceptor out, let's say he did kill the Perceptor outside of battle, the Briscoe comes untapped, so he can still only attack into the Fangry. And if he doesn't kill that Fangry right there, the game is definitely probably over because he has to just waste too many attacks, too many effects of his and burning himself. Is that a belligerent? No, that's rock toss.
It's a rock toss.
So
Cameron doesn't have belligerents in the main. So he
and of
throws...
course, I'm getting ahead of myself. I'm talking a couple turns ahead. But
No,
I'm just
no.
looking, like, at the field now.
Yeah, I mean, like, he still is a pretty healthy character here.
That's true.
But Chuck does have at least 3 cards in hand. I'm looking at, maybe more. But it's just like you said. Like, so here is another mounted missiles. But I imagine. Let's see. So he's at 14. This will put him to 15, and then plus the attack. Like that might not even KO him unless he flips well. To be honest.
18 for 12. It's at 14 right now, right?
So he'll go to 15. So if he goes up to he's only because he's a 5 attacker, so he has to flip oranges here to be sure. So so there's 6.
18.
Yeah, he should be okay. That's enhanced power cell. So he gets to 6 Pierce 3. So Pierce 3 is good enough.
We got a blue though. We got a blue.
Well, Pierce 3 is good enough. It doesn't matter. He has the Pierce
15.
3.
Oh, 18. Yes. Yeah, that'll do it. Yep.
Yeah. So it's he just gets rid of them. But yeah, so he gets the Briscoe here. He has cards in hand, so he's gonna have some options.
I don't recommend Chuck Peace turning here, but for some reason I can see it happening because I mean Parsec has bold 1, then you got Briscoe. If he has like a good weapon,
yeah,
I don't know if I would be automated mad at that play. But,
I mean it gets him 3 attacks.
Okay, well that's not happening. So
yeah, it's not. So, but he does protect his Fangor a little bit more. So that's not the end of the world.
Did he get that Scout's Blaster? I missed that. I feel like he did.
No, he took the Bashing Shield.
He took a second Bashing Shield?
Oh, you're saying did he have one on the defense?
Just
flip?
now. Yeah. That's what he flipped. He flipped one on defense, but the Pierce got rid of the Preceptor.
So he plays the Bashing Shield just to play it.
He's trying to protect that finger at all costs. He doesn't want that finger to die next turn.
Right. So that gets
to the horrible.
So that's
so it's only going to take 1. Looks like 2.
2. Yeah, I'll take 2.
Yeah. And that horrible is sitting pretty right now.
I mean, I would have. Oh no! How does his effect work? It's only if guys higher than him attack him, he gets the tough, right? Because I think
anybody lower than him he'll get tough. Anybody
okay, so yeah, it wouldn't have worked. Yeah, I was saying maybe it would have been worth it to flip, but it doesn't work that way.
No.
So Bashing Shield, your Bashing Shield, and wait, you can't play 2 upgrades. Okay.
Ooh. One thing I will say though, I kind of do wish Chuck would have flipped for the fact that Horrible could have flipped the body mode and then played Precision Fire and called alt mode and then actually get to the Fangry.
Yeah.
If he would have flipped and called body mode, his Horrible would have also took 1 as well, plus the 1 from the effect. So
3,
not super relevant.
5, 9, 10, 11, 12. That's probably got to get there, right?
Yeah, that's a lot.
Yeah, I can't.
He did flip it in hostilities, but so 4 defense.
That's still
not...
take 8, right?
Yeah, take 8, and he's at 7.
Yeah.
Man, that's unfortunate.
Yeah, it hurts. So what? He's on 3 damage. Yeah, you need some help to really pull this one out because you know that the Parsec has no shot at like living through the next turn unless he just somehow has no black cards in his hand. But he gets a free javelin out of it, so that's not bad at all. It's a good start. But unless he has
so that Horrible is at 3 damage. So
shoots him to 5.
Okay.
And the attack isn't bad. It's not too bad. It's at 5. Pierce 3 maybe.
Yeah, it looks like
So that would put him to 8. Plus the Briscoe is 4. Is it 2 or 3 for Briscoe to start? I can't remember.
Briscoe has 3 attacks.
Okay,
so
it's 5. So 5 Pierce 1. So at the very least,
so
he's
that
gonna
puts.
It could be at it's either gonna be a 10 or 11.
Yeah.
But like I said, if all he needs is 1 black card, kill the Parsec, and then he'll just kill the Briscoe.
Unfortunately, yep. That damn Parsec with that 1 health. I swear.
Yep. Yeah, I mean, if he had an aggressive action there, he would have had a shot.
Yeah. Yeah, the addition of these black cards, like especially the ISO black cards, kind of make some of your flips not get quote unquote too high. Sometimes, like you're playing for the power of the black cards, and then of course they're only good on flipping versus blue decks. But blue is such a minority in this format. Sometimes your attack just doesn't get as high as you would like it to.
What do we got? Oh, we have a Bastion Shield, so that's not a black card. Wow, that's impressive. He doesn't. I wonder if that's like a piece to Tyranny sticking in his hand.
That'd be funny. Please don't activate the piece of Tyranny camera.
Yeah, he's just deciding who. I mean, you have to kill the Parsec if you don't because Parsec has bold 1, so you don't want to just leave.
Yeah, I would say he's definitely the more threatening attacker. Yes.
But I mean, regardless, you're still in pretty good position here.
Yeah,
because you still have
even
5 health
if
Grax.
Briscoe kills horrible, exactly. Yeah, Grax just finishes the job.
Yeah. This is the nitty gritty of this format, guys.
Yeah, heads versus heads.
He doesn't have anything? Sheesh. So he just gets to 5 Pierce 1. -2 is 3. It's 14. That should be it. Yeah, he just got him.
He will kill horrible.
Yeah, but I mean, obviously he doesn't have a playable card in his hand. Oh, he has a grenade launcher. Okay, that's a playable card.
Yeah, that'll do it.
That's a playable card. Bing, bing.
Deck wasn't prepared enough, or something along that lines. You'll probably just lose the whole match because your opponent came more prepared than you did. But in this game, especially being this deep in the top cut, you have 5 games. Now, the first game, it was like, all right, I'm going to go first, or I'm going to go second. He lost going second. He was like, let me try it again. So, third time's a charm. I think to even start to have some type of chance, you got to go first in this type of matchup with how things are set up.
To me, the difference is the starting lineup. I think... And I think Perceptor does play a lot.
Yeah.
When
we're talking about Sky Shadow with the stratagem, yes.
Yeah. I think it's definitely a big difference. But for me, as the Perceptor list, I think to get the most out of your Perceptor, and especially when we've seen him take so much damage before even attacking, I think you just have to go first because you can't afford to take that free 4 or 5 damage that you're giving up.
Right.
I think it's just not worth the cost in the end.
Right. I agree.
Now, like you said, you're gonna get this attack in. Is it possible that, is it possible that he comes back and he swings back here? Give me 1 second. Back your cards up again, Cam. I just still can't see your tokens. Thank you. Yeah. So if he gets the crack back here, that hurts, but I think it's worth it because you're going to see just way more cards per Perceptor this way.
I agree. Yeah, we haven't seen any cool showing off, flippy floppy things.
Yeah, he hasn't played a single showing off, right?
So he did what he definitely should be doing. Playing in the plane is definitely the go-to.
Right.
That's not a lot of damage on that plane, though. So, we have a Perceptive flip and we have whatever cards Chuck has in his hand. So, the tank's going to need some decent cards like a grenade or fusion board plus fight for position or whatever to overcome this plane.
One of those cards likely is good enough. The fusion board is probably definitely good enough. But here we go. So here's the start. So now this is what Cameron. This is also the big thing here is that Cameron should probably change his play up as well, and he should now damage the plane. Right, to put the plane in 2, and then give your own plane a shot to KO this, which is what he's going to do. So then, he gets the trigger with Horrible as well, so he puts a 3. So now his plane has a pretty respectable shot at stealing an attack here.
Yeah, it's very true. And his deck has 8 double oranges. I think that's one. That's one other thing that's more.
No, it doesn't. It only has 5. Cameron does not have the improvised shields.
Oh, he's not playing improvised shield. Oh, wow. Never mind. Okay.
So 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 10. So yeah, he even got the blue, but that's still 7 damage, and he's still gonna get him.
Wow. That's crazy.
Oh wow, did he miss? Hold on. There's no way. Oh, he flipped 2 blues. Oh, he had the end hostilities as well.
Oh, and hostilities.
Wow, that's awesome.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
Touche. I did not see the end hostilities there until the end. Oof, double blues. Hey, it's so funny. In his interview, he goes, I'm going to play blues because sometimes your guys live. There you go, Chuck. Your guy lived.
Legit.
So double Peace to Tyranny here. That doesn't seem like a terrible card to pick up at this juncture in the game.
Not at all.
I don't know how I would split this one. This is a different... This might be a 4-0 split just to force him to take the piece.
Yeah, and then he'll have double in his hand, yeah.
But I would also maybe just go 2-2 and give him both pieces. But I don't know, it's tough. You could also probably just go with 3-1 and like take the bashing shield away. That way you just take the upgrade out of the equation as well. And it's one less bashing shield you need to worry about for improvised shield.
Right. Or you may increase durability.
Yeah, sorry for...
I wonder.
We were just talking about that improvised shield.
What would be the point of playing a star card, having the room for a star card to play 2 double oranges? Okay, I guess the main point is to play playable double oranges that whenever you draw them, you're not shaking your head.
Yeah,
over playing it. But I feel like, is there space for improvised shield? Because 8 double oranges in a deck that already burns, and then you have a plane who can hit ridiculous. I feel like that's hard to pass up, right?
So I think it's... And me and Scott talked about this in the other round, is that the idea behind it, in my opinion, is that he's going with guaranteed damage versus like overkill, because like I think that's just the way I value that. I haven't decided whether or not the one is good or over the other, because like I imagine that against the blue decks, the guaranteed blacks are probably just better because it's all guaranteed damage for the most part.
Right.
But then in the mirror matches, you might be weakening yourself a little bit because your opponent's able to hit harder than you.
Right.
So it in my opinion, at this juncture of the quote-unquote metagame, there's not enough data to really support which one's better, in my opinion.
Yeah.
So we did get the Piece of Tyranny. So we do have a giant guy now. So that's definitely going to KO a dude. He gets an enhanced power cell. Yeah, so like this is going to kill the plane, and then he's going to combine, and then the Perceptor is going to have 5 starting attack plus whatever's in Chuck's hand.
So that enhanced power cell is technically is just essentially negated. It's just you're back at 15.
Right.
Which helps. That's not,
So like this piece turn is just going to be about if he can now KO the Sky Shadow, which it is currently a tall order. Looks like he's dropping Precision Fire for the Pocket Processor. All right, so we get a peace turn. And like I said, he's going to need some help here to be able to KO this for sure. I mean, showing off would probably be crazy ideal.
That'll help him get to...
Lightning Bolt the Perceptor, please. Thank you. Yeah, so he's definitely going to need help. I mean, he has the cards in his hand, but he didn't get any from the first Perceptor flip because he took the Piece of Tyrannies. So it'll be... He definitely... like he's only at 5 attack, which is not enough by any means.
Oh, no. And the fact that he's not playing cards quickly lets me know he doesn't even have like grenade or anything to kind of easily scale up.
It doesn't seem like a guaranteed kill.
Nope.
So he has a secret action. That's on end hostility, so that's not bad.
Okay.
And
he does have a grenade launcher.
Right. It's still 9. I mean,
he's the hell out of me.
He still has to get there for what it's worth.
Yeah, well, yes, but...
So it's 10. Yeah, it's only 10, so that's not going to be enough.
Okay, well, he needed 12, I think.
Yeah,
12 with a...
Yeah.
That's a lot.
Yeah, so like I said, he definitely needed some double orange white help for sure.
Right. So I think no matter what, you have to end hostilities, the Sky Shadow attack.
Yeah, I mean, either way, like, that Sky Shadow has the potential to KO either one of these characters. Not, I mean, like it's possible he gets the Perceptor, but it's unlikely. Just because it's.
Oh, you know what? His Sky Shadow only has 10 damage on it too.
Right,
so
right. So
depending on the cards that Cameron plays.
So it disassembles the. There's no legal target.
Nothing. Yeah.
There's no legal target for that card. That's not a legal target. Thank you. Wow. Not reprocess.
Yeah. Did they ever mention why they make the utility slot so hard to get rid of?
Because it's utility. I don't know.
Oh, I was almost convinced for a second. I'm like, wait, okay, what?
Because it's Batman's belt. Come on.
I guess.
All right, so we're throwing rocks. We're throwing rocks.
There's nobody ever took Batman's utility belt. You're right.
Right. All right. That's why. That's it. That's the answer. I'm sticking to it. All you DC fans out there, rejoice.
Yeah.
So he threw some rocks at Perceptor. I imagine he'll stack on the damage with Horrible as well. Yeah. And then we have an RR Blade. So that's a 11 attacking bold to Sky Shadow. That's something to be scared about. So he's going to end up putting the Perceptor to 7 before the attack. So he still has to do 11 damage to that Perceptor, and
right.
I mean, even the end hostilities here. Yeah, that's it. It's going to move him to 7. So he has to do.
Is that an R Disruptor Blade on Sky Shadow?
Yes. So the 11 represents 10 damage.
Right.
So if that's an end hostilities, the Perceptor is going to get the live, which would be huge.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, there's potential that this whole game could be a transition, and like Sky Shadow could be Chuck's front runner.
Right.
Right. You know, because 10 health is a lot. Like,
yeah,
Sky Shadow comes out with half of his health still. That's dangerous.
I mean, the thing is that if he misses here, like if that is an end hostilities and it does save Perceptor's, save Perceptor, then the Horrible has to attack Perceptor, which now you still get a 10 health Sky Shadow to play with.
Right. Although Briscoe comes out untapped though, so.
Well, yeah, but Briscoe very likely can just take out the Sky Shadow. So
I was just gonna say, if Sky Shadow kills the Perceptor outright here, the Horrible doesn't even get to attack, which is interesting.
Yeah, it'll just be a trade for back and forth between Briscoe and Anonymous and all the way down, etc.
Right.
But I imagine, the other option here is. No, it's not even. What he could do is he could send the Horrible first at the Sky Shadow.
I don't know if he wants both of his guys. Actually, I can't really say. I don't know.
Right. I'm just saying if he was trying to get the damage on first, that's a way you could have done it.
Well, yeah.
All right. So here's the secret action. It's actually hold the line. So that's probably a dead Perceptor then.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, he actually attacked the Sky Shadow. Interesting.
Huh. Well, Sky Shadow's dead.
Yeah. Yes. It had to be a hostilities Serenity type of nonsense. But yeah, that's definitely a dead character. And now this is just going to be the same situation, except the difference here is that now Perceptor gets to flip and find more cards.
Yes, which is a big deal. So
yeah, because the Ominous can already KO the Sky Shadow.
Right.
And at this point, he's going to be able to just find more cards with Perceptor.
And I hope Chuck realizes that so he doesn't waste any upgrade space on Ominous.
The finals will be tomorrow night, guys.
Yeah, I'm in the finals. Plot twist.
Plot twist.
So where are we at? Okay, we're
still on
first
Chuck's
things
turn.
first. Charles got Chuck this win. Okay.
Yeah, we still got to. I think he's obviously in the tank, but the clear play here is flip my Perceptor before we do anything. Yeah, character approaching. What did we do there? Oh, we counter espannages. Okay. I wonder what he named. I think he named Piece of Tyranny. That's actually probably not a bad play. But, no, I don't know. I don't know what he would have named there. Interesting. Maybe K-Bean Crash? We'll have to ask him after the game what he named there, because that's an interesting play.
Yeah.
And he didn't flip Perceptor, so he's going to be pretty upset about that.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
Come on, Chuck.
Yeah, he's going to be pretty upset about that later.
Yeah.
He definitely
just having those extra options would definitely...
Yeah, just giving yourself more defense, having some more cards.
Extra defense, yeah.
Yep. And of those first two cards, there was a Sturdy Armor. That would have been probably an okay pickup. So yeah, that was definitely a missed flip there, for sure.
Right. Yeah, whether Perceptor had 1 damage left on it or anything, like it was going to die to Horrible,
yeah,
definitely want to flip.
So that's Enhanced Power Cell.
Man, you have good eyes. What the hell? How can you see that?
It's the only not unprinted card he has in his deck.
Oh, legit.
That's all I know it.
No, I got you.
I tend to agree there, Joe. I tend to agree. Cameron's in the tank. He's like, what do I do? I probably just try to KO Perceptor, right? I mean, like, your Ominous is likely 4 damage, at least, give or take.
Yeah, if everything goes at Perceptor dies. Actually, the fact that
honestly, without the upgrade, with the Enhanced Power Cell, it probably doesn't, to be honest with you. Because he doesn't have another play.
So maybe you just kill Ominous here?
Yeah, this should just be an Ominous trade for sure.
Well, yeah, it's 3 pierce 3 already, so.
Right. Because that Horrible, he has to deal 10. He had to deal 10 damage total to the Perceptor. I don't know that he gets there with those 2 attacks.
Wait, why did he flip another card? It should only be 4. The 4 was good.
That last card stays on top. Yeah. Thank you. Sorry. So we did go with the Perceptor. So he puts into 13. So this is 4.
13, 8. He's not getting 5 damage.
So that's 5, and he has 2 defense, so he takes 3. So he goes to 16, so he lives.
Wow, did he really not attack the Ominous? What?
Yeah.
That's actually gonna open. This gives Chuck a chance.
Right. Because now this I don't know. It's still tough because.
Well, not because if Perceptor, depending on what's in his hand, I mean, it's so unfortunate he didn't flip.
Right.
Turn,
if he had flipped it, it would have helped.
Yeah. Because I mean, I take that back. You know what? Looking at the Horrible's at 17. That's like ridiculous. So like, you still have 13 to get through with Perceptor with how many cards under him?
I think it's only the 2.
2?
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. Yeah. So it should have been at least a 7.
Right.
Right now.
Yeah, because that's like a too little, too late type moment there.
Yeah.
Like, he needed those cards in hand, and then he needed to be able to flip back here. Because if he had done it last turn and got some more cards on a Perceptor, like, the Perceptor could legitimately threaten a win.
Right.
Or at least threaten to KO the Horrible, but where it is now, I don't foresee that Perceptor even getting an attack, unless he's just going to attack in alt mode and just offer himself up, but you can't even do that. Like, at this point, you actually have to play and hope he just doesn't have black cards in his hand, which is, that's going to be a tough ask.
So looking at Perceptor's flips, that stable cover is kind of interesting because that can negate Ominous. Like, if this Ominous can kill his Ominous while he set a stable cover.
Yeah.
What am I saying? No. That was. I'm getting ahead of myself. If the Ominous is dead, it doesn't matter. So
I mean, it still matters, but it's still probably the best card there because the wedge formations don't do anything, and the end hostilities isn't particularly great anymore unless he plays into it with a fight for position. So honestly, the stable cover is still probably the best card there.
In general, yeah, that's true.
Because even if he does take a turn, KOs the Ominous, forces the Horrible attack into Ominous, and then he has the stable cover, well, he gets +1 defense, and if he flips some blues, well then, he can maybe survive and get another hit with Ominous. It's unlikely, like I said, at this point.
I was going to say, there's a slight chance here.
At this point, you just have to play your outs, and that's kind of the out I think you have to go for. I think you just have to take that stable cover and be like, all right, hope my Ominous lives.
So he's doing a 3-1 pile on top of that. So.
Yeah, I think you have to take the 3 there. Especially if it means like, I don't think the end hostilities does anything other than, I guess, I don't know. It kind of does the same thing if you don't attack the ominous, but you have to attack the ominous. So I think the stable cover is way more important in the end.
Right.
But I don't know. It's a tough position. The problem is the 3 cards under Preceptor are so unlikely to get used that I would just rather have them in my hand. Because now, I mean, even if you set on end hostilities, chances are your guy still isn't going to untap anyway.
Yeah. I love that dinosaur.
All right, so that actually makes things somewhat interesting. But it definitely relies on Chuck flipping blues on his ominous attack. But at this juncture, it's still really tough.
You mean flipping oranges on ominous attack?
No, I mean like on the defense.
Well, he just needs to flip orange. Flip oranges on because the oranges will turn into blues.
Right.
From the hostilities.
Yeah, so there's a fusion bore, so that's going to deal 1 damage, and then if all he has to do is flip and move, and he gets the KO. The Preceptor. So so there goes the Preceptor, and now it's just 2 bots against a pretty healthy. That still has, I don't know, 13 health left. It's a healthy horrible.
Yes.
It's a very, very healthy horrible.
So this KOs anybody he wants. And
and once again, I mean, the fusion board was just the perfect card here. This definitely KOs either of them. Even with the stable cover, it would still do it. What's he doing? Oh, he's all out of sorts. Yeah. All right, so he's at 7 Pierce 5. Or 6 Pierce 5, sorry. 6 Pierce 5. He did get some blues there, but the Pierce 5 just KOs whatever he attacked, and I imagine it was the ominous.
Yeah, just to kind of... I mean, it doesn't really matter, but...
Right, yeah, this is definitely the end.
I don't know. Briscoe could get there.
Oh, yeah, sure, totally. Oh, here it is. This is going to be the best effort, but he still has to deal 14.
Wow,
it ain't happening.
Actually,
it ain't happening.
That should be gone,
and the double, I love it. Okay,
Jeez.
Let's see. What is this?
Going out with a
3,
bang.
7,
What the hell?
9, 11,
2, 4,
13, 14. Look at that.
14.
Pow pow. Take 12.
Wow.
And live. Oh no, he does. Doesn't he get him?
Yeah, he does. Well, no, wait. 14 minus 2 is 12. Oh no, he misses by 1 still. Damn. After all that, he missed by 1.
14. Yeah, 17. Yeah. Yeah, he misses by 1.
Damn. That was still
1 health
cool
remaining. Yeah, 1 health remaining. You're good.
That damn 1.
Yeah.
See, y'all, this is why our characters with 2 defense matter.
But seriously, that's what a Briscoe...
extra defense.
That's what a Briscoe can do. All right?
Well, wait a minute. Hold on. Anybody can do that with a damn grenade and a...
The fusion borer is gone. Not that... Yeah, okay. I see you guys scribbling up. All right, hold on. Give me a second, guys. All right, so that was it. Chuck knew that it was over. He scooped it up there. So there goes Cameron 3-0. Cameron secures 3rd place. Chuck ends up in 4th, but still congrats to both of these guys. They both played well the entire event.